guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the brand new Natasha Denona Zendo Midi palette, and I just received this. I ordered it off of Sephora. It is $65. There are 15 shades in here, so I'm going to be giving you like an overview of them. Obviously, I'm going to be doing some swatches, and then I'll be doing a demo of this eye look at the end of this video. So why don't we go ahead and jump into the swatches? I know that's what most people are the most interested in. So what I did was I swatched them from top to bottom, and then from left to right. The first shade we have is Mindful, which is a cream to powder. Next is Aura, which is a duochrome. Sense, which is a metallic. Luster, which is a metallic. Vigor, which is a creamy matte. Tranquil, which is metallic. Balance, which is a creamy matte. Relief, which is a cream to powder. Calm, which is a cream to powder. Flow, which is a metallic. Equilibrium, which is a metallic. Yama, which is a duochrome. Mantra, which is a cream to powder. Breath, which is a cream to powder, and Zeal, which is a creamy matte. So this is one of her eyeshadow palettes that is in the midi size. So this is not her larger 15 pan palettes, which I believe retail for either $125 or $129, around there. This is the smaller 15 pan eyeshadow palette that retails for $65. So I just think it's such a great size. It's very travel friendly. This plastic casing is very, very sturdy. And just to make note, so it came shipped in this outer box, plus this very sturdy cardboard packaging from Sephora, which I've noticed they've been doing with Natasha Denona palettes for at least the last several. I feel like I got my Biba palette like that, so they've been shipping it like this. I have not had a problem with any of the palettes like coming broken or anything, so just wanted to mention that. And this palette is, I believe, made in Italy. Yes, made in Italy. It is good for 24 months upon opening. It is mineral oil free, preservative free, D5 free, UV filter free, paraben free, alcohol free, and not tested on animals. So before we jump into this demo, and then I'll be giving you kind of like my final thoughts at the end of that demo, I do just want to point out that the only like formula that I thought was different from any of her previous palettes is that CP, cream to powder type of formula. And what I noticed in previous palettes is that it seemed like a shadow that just had kind of like a soft pigmentation. It had sort of like a satin sheen to it, and I really didn't mind it. I thought it was fairly nice. The cream to powder formula in this palette is much creamier. I mean, you can really feel the cream, not just with your finger, but also with your brush. So I'm gonna zoom in here just so you can see, but this Mantra shade, this one right here in the upper right-hand corner, this is one of the cream to powder formulas. And I was just kind of poking my pencil brush in there to, you know, apply some liner, which you'll see in the demo. And here, I hope you can see in the zoomed in footage here, you can see that, you know, and I don't have a heavy hand when I apply eyeshadow. I don't like just jab my brush in there. You can see that I made quite a dent in that Mantra pan with my pencil brush. So these are very, very soft, and I don't remember her cream to powder shadows being that soft before. I remember them having a soft effect, and I remember them having like a slightly softer pigmentation than the creamy mattes, than the metallics, and I liked it for that reason. These are a lot creamier, and they definitely have more pigmentation, I think, like a stronger pigmentation than the previous ones. If you guys have the Biba palette, which is one of the larger 15 pan palettes, and the shades Tor, Rayon, and Tone, these are three of those CP shades. I've been calling them cream to powder. Maybe they're creamy powder. Anyway, something like that. And you'll see that, you know, I've used this palette quite a bit, but there's no kind of like indentation in these. And I'm just going to just run my finger over Tor, and I pick up plenty of pigment there, but when I apply it, do you see how it has like a very kind of soft application? That is definitely not the case with these Zendo palette CP shades. So I just wanted to point that out. I feel like that's the only formula that feels a little bit different to me. The metallics are like her amazing Natasha Denona metallics, really creamy. Like the payoff is incredible. And then from what I could tell about the creamy mattes when I was swatching, those seem to be pretty like par for the course. Like they seemed very, very similar to all of her previous creamy mattes that I've experienced. I didn't use any actually in my look, but from what I could tell from finger swatching. So I just wanted to mention that about the CP shades, the creamy powder shades. They're a lot creamier. And if you felt like the previous ones, like the one in the Biba palette, just wasn't as pigmented as you would like, or like the payoff just wasn't there, you, I think, will be probably very, very happy with the shades in this Zendo palette. All right, so why don't we go ahead and jump into the demo of this eye look. All right, so the look that I want to do today is something I saw on Natasha Denona's Instagram feed, and she's called it Ethereal Beauty. Well, at least that's the first two words in her Instagram post. I'm just going to show it to you up here. Isn't that so pretty? I really wanted to use like the greens and the teals in here, and I love that like copper peachy pop in the inner corner there. So in her post, like down here, you can see that she talks about which shades she used where. So, you know, it's not a real kind of like straight up tutorial, but at least I have a lot of the information here. So I'm gonna try and recreate this. All right, so I don't know if these shadows are listed in the order that she applied them. I'm gonna kind of, just kind of wing it a little bit here. I'm gonna start with Flow, which is the like lighter teal metallic shade here, because she also uses Equilibrium and Mantra, and she uses Aura. So I feel like Flow is right in the middle. So I'm gonna start there. We'll see what happens. All right, I'm gonna grab my Sonia G Blender Pro Brush. I'm gonna go into Flow, crease and lower lash line. I don't have a typical crease, so I'm gonna put it in my socket line area here. Oof. Okay, beautiful pigmentation, just blending out beautifully. Pigmented, but there's like a softness to the application. Very nice so far. Okay, I'm gonna worry about the brow bone and like the lower lash line later. I'm just gonna work on the lid right now. And she only puts this Flow shade, it looks like, on the crease. And then it looks like she puts this Equilibrium, this deeper teal metallic shade, on the outer corner of the lid. So I'm just gonna use the same brush and use this on the outer half of the lid is what she says in the summary. I'm adding a little bit more flow to the crease because now that I've added the Equilibrium, it like, in comparison, I feel like it faded it a little bit. So yeah, I added a little bit more of that flow to the crease, and now it's a lot brighter. So these build up beautifully. All right, and then it says that she used Aura, which is like this metallic peachy copper shade, on the inner third of the lid. So I'm going to use my Sonia G mini booster brush here and apply this to the inner third. I was just going to take my Blender Pro brush and just blend these two shades together, which is the Equilibrium and this Aura shade. I'm going to bring the Aura up a little bit more, which I don't usually do, but by looking at Natasha Denona's picture here, it looks like she brings it up higher. Wow, this is so much fun. This is totally something I would not have done on my own, but after seeing that picture, I was like, oh my God, I have to try it. I'm so glad I'm giving it a shot. Okay, we're not done yet though. She also uses this Mantra shade, which is more of a matte shade, and it's a little bit less blue than these two. It's a little bit more of like a deep green. And I've got my Sonia G Builder 3 brush, and I'm gonna pick up a little bit. It says that she applies this between the center and the outer lid. So just right here, I guess, just to kind of intensify the Equilibrium. I can't tell by the picture because the outer corner of the eye looks like it's kind of in the shadow. So I'm just gonna bring the Mantra, because it is a bit deeper than the Equilibrium. I'm gonna bring it all the way like out. Then I'm grabbing my Blender Pro again and just softening all of that up. Now I've got my Sonia G Pencil 1 brush. I'm going to go back into Mantra, which is that green shade. I'm just going to add a little bit to the outer corner here, and then to the outer portion of my lower lash line. Then I'm taking the pencil one again, going into Flow, which is that lighter teal metallic shade, and going to apply this to the rest of my lower lash line. Okay, and just to finish it off, she has done some interesting stuff up on the brow bone. Again, because my bone structure is a little bit different, we'll see if it works. So she's added breadth to the brow bone. It looks like that's added to like the outer portion of the brow bone. So I'm just going to add it to like on top of where this eyeshadow is. That really kind of works. I mean, even though it's a light green, it's so kind of pastel. It almost looks like a matte brow bone kind of shade that you would use if you have a light skin tone like mine. I'm so surprised. I thought it was going to be like a really bright kind of pistachio green, but it's more pastel than that, at least the way it appears on my skin tone. And then she does use Flow in the center of the brow bone, like right here. I'm going to add it very, very lightly because I'm not sure how this is going to look so far up here. So I just grabbed a little bit, kind of like an extension of this eyeshadow here. I added like a lot of that breath color over here. I didn't mean to add so much, but yeah, I think it looks a little dusty. Let me see if I can grab a clean brush and kind of blend that out. Yeah, I've got my Esom G34 brush, and I'm just going to kind of go in and really work this out a little bit. And I'm just going to go back into Aura and just add a little bit more here. Since I took that green, it kind of like took over this beautiful peachy shade. So I'm going to add a little bit more here and bring it up. And she does not do this, or at least it's not written in the actual post here on Instagram, but I'm going to take some of this Yama shade, which is this shade down here, and just taking that mini booster again and grabbing just a bit and adding it to the inner corner here, and then onto Aura just a touch, just to kind of brighten this up a little bit. I thought the Aura would be enough, but I think I need something just a little brighter. All right, I think that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my eyelashes and apply some mascara, and I'll be right back. All right, that is it for the eyes. I'm just gonna apply some of Natasha Denona's I Need a Nude lipstick in Michele, which is number 12NB. All right, there is my final look. I am really enjoying this eye look. Something, like I said, I would never do something like this. I would never put like eyeshadows that high up on my brow bone. I know you guys often mention that I should. I would never probably have paired these colors together. I think they're so pretty together. Anyway, these shadows are gorgeous. They are up to Natasha Denona's reputation in terms of eyeshadows. I just love them. Metallics are really, really creamy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.